Greetings, YouTube, and welcome to episode 308 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Let's hope that Mike is picking things up. Do you favor or oppose a constitutional amendment to permit prayer in public school? Well, here's the thing. We don't need it. Now, the way the system is currently set up, schools cannot lead children in prayer. Okay? I have a cat that's stuck on my shirt. Come on, kitten. That would be a violation of the Establishment Clause if a teacher or a principal leads a school in prayer. Students can pray anytime they want to. Nothing stops students from praying. Students are not allowed to interrupt class. But if a student wants to pray silently to themselves, no one needs to know, and no one can stop them. And if you remember, Christianity actually extorts, extorts. Can't remember the word I'm looking for now. My apologies. Encourages people to pray silently at home. So if you can pray silently at home, you can pray silently in public. I'm not as picky as the early Christians were. So if you want to pray silently in public, go for it. We don't need a constitutional amendment. Anyone that tells you that we do is pushing a socially conservative agenda, and it's bullshit. What do you think about the rate of violent crime in the United States? It's really low, and it's been going down. It's just sensationalized. And the type of violent crime that isn't being reported on, say all the white nationalist shootings and all the angry white men that like to kill people because they can, those aren't being reported. They're not being reported as domestic violence or as domestic terrorism, which is what they should be. When you get angry white men shooting people up in public, and it's always it's a lone wolf. He's a terrorist. He's terrorizing the public, going after women or after Muslims or after gay people. It's always about some hatred towards a group. It's very rarely a legitimately lone wolf person with a brain disorder. No, it's just an angry white dude who has been raised to be entitled and has convinced himself that if he kills a bunch of people, it'll make his life better. And it doesn't. And it ends other people's lives. So yeah, we need to report the violence committed by all the angry white dudes and make sure that is front page and center. And then we start addressing the reasons behind it, like toxic masculinity and the patriarchy and lax gun laws and things like that in America. It's one big ugly ball of wax. But if we don't start picking at it and breaking it down, we're never going to fix it. The human organ shortage should we pay for donated organs? I don't think that paying for them is a great model because it very much targets people who have the least in our society, which means that poor people and the lower middle class will be encouraged to be selling their organs to the wealthy. No, we should probably make it so that if somebody dies, we harvest their organs. Period. Problem solved. I mean, I don't think that there's a problem with that. Now, I realize you're going to say, well, religious exception. So maybe you want to have a religious exception. But your average person, I don't think is going to care about it. You're dead. What you care happens to your organs. I'm an organ donor. Just that's the way it is. We need more organs. There's a solution. Everybody's organs get thrown into the pot, metaphorically. Okay, then we have a section with the lead-in and a follow-up section. So the lead-in to this is, have you ever seen firsthand the damage war can do to people or places? No. Have you ever had the urge to kill someone? Many times. Have you ever thought of joining the Peace Corps? No. Have you ever thought of running for political office? No. Have you ever been an anarchist? I would say that legitimately I was probably leading towards anarchy at one point in my life and then realized how empty it is, and it has no real way to function in the real world. Hierarchical organizations are force multipliers, and we work better together than as individuals. And anarchy is all about the individual. Anarchists don't win wars. They don't go to the moon. They don't build Hoover Dam. They don't build continental highway systems. So anarchy is all about the individual, and I, I'm not that much of an individualist, I guess. Have you ever switched political parties? No, I've never. I never voted conservative. I did have many conservative leanings when in my youth, but no, I've always voted Democratic, or which was what lamely passes for progressive in America for the most part. Have you ever marched in a protest or rally? No, I have not. I've never been one to do that kind of thing. Can't tell you why. It just doesn't speak to me. Alrighty, so that has been episode 308 of the 4,000 Question Challenge. Thank you for being here. I hope that you will be here in the future for episode 309.